Gentlemen, ladies, homosexuals, we are back. We are feeling great. I told you. I made a promise. I kept my word. I'm feeling wonderful today. The energy is pumped back up. It is the day I needed today, you know? I'm not going to lie to you. The clean and jerk started a little rough. I decided to get a little special with it. I got some different camera angles happening today because why not? You know, it's always fun to change it up. But I'm not going to lie. I've mentioned this in the past. I had a hand injury about a year ago that I have a abnormal bone growth that makes it to where my mobility is just not going to be equal on both sides. It's just how it is. You know, if you see any Olympic lifters in the fucking actual Olympics, like Shisha Young, I forget her name, but the Italian girl who has a really sideways pull sometimes, or she'll pull harder on her right than her left, stuff like that. I don't know, but everybody's got some sort of imbalance if you've done it for long enough, because just injuries happen, unfortunately. And when it comes to your joints, ligaments, tendons, bones, if you hit them hard enough, it's pretty goddamn permanent, unfortunately. And all I can do is try to get the mobility up every single day and get closer and closer to having it equal out, you know. And not to say that my form is bad or anything. I'm doing the best with what I got, but I'm so used to doing the diagonal angle that I didn't realize how much my elbows move around, or like how much my left elbow stays down compared to my right because of the hand injury from a year ago. And again, it's fine. You know, it feels balanced. It feels like I'm putting an equal distribution when I do it. It's not like it's hindering my lifts and my power and my form for what I can do. It's just, you know, every now and then you see that kind of stuff and you're just like, oh man, am I like not him? I was a little dejected, you know. I was like, damn, bro, I thought I had that shit in me. What happened? But anyway, I was like, you know what? Gotta remind myself, this is still the same me. Diagonal angle, frontal angle, behind angle. You're not lucky enough to see that shit. But I'm the same me, you know. It's the same strength, the same ability. It's the same effort and passion and improvement I've been making every single day. And every day I get a little bit better. So that's what matters, you know. Even if it's an angle I wasn't used to looking at it and it got in my head a little bit, I got to remind myself that it doesn't make me any less of who I am right now, you know, as long as I'm staying consistent, disciplined, and passionate. I'm always fucking telling you guys, you got to keep that shit up to really make progress. And so no matter what the video looks like, everybody learns these lifts in their own way. I said it to so many people today. You truly go through the motions on your own. It's even if you have the best coach, the best program, the best diet, whatever, you're gonna go through some failures, and sometimes they're gonna hit really hard. And as much advice as you can get from other people, and it's always great to get advice from other people, you know, I like to, the number that I like to put on it is like, I think that out of 100%, when you're getting advice from someone else, they're like, all I can give to other people is my own experience through what I've gone through. You know, it's not perfect. It might not work for them. My body and my lifts are different, so you never know if it's going to work the same way. So I think like people only really retain about 3 to 5% of the advice that you try to give them, and they like, and I don't mean like they can't remember it. I'm just saying that it's really hard to actually physically implement other people's training advice, because we're all unique genetically. We're just full, and even more than the genetic part of it, what we have gone through our whole training career dictates how we grow in our own way. The same shit I'm saying is you're just not, you can't compare yourself, you know. You can't look at someone else and be like, mine does not look as technically good, you know. Like let's say I compare myself to Liu Xiaojun, you know, that fucking guy, the guy. I am never gonna be like Lou. I am not that guy, you know. Not to say that I'm not impressive in my own way, and that I'm not proud and grateful and credible in my own individual unique ways, but his technique, his core strength, his shreddedness alone, good lord, that man was shredded. And for his body weight, the weight that he moved at the age that he did it, insane, you know. I will never compare to him, not because I can't be as strong numerically, but because we are just different makeups, you know? Every human is different, even though we're a part of the same species, you know? Nobody's ever going to be like ChikinJake, God damn it, you know? You can find someone super, super close, but it'll never be exactly the same. And it will never it'll never be the same experience and knowledge and failures and successes that got me to where I am, no matter how similar I look to other people, you know? So anyway, physically, I will give it a very, very nice 8.2. Pretty solid. It's pretty damn good, you know? Not crazy by any means, but, you know, I got to pick it up today. Mainly, I think that what I was really lacking the other days, where I was complaining a lot more and just kind of going through the motions, not really feeling as there or as productive, on top of getting my productivity up and doing really well with my working schedule, like I said I was going to work on, because I've been lazier recently, and that will definitely affect my training. I realized I wasn't making as much as an effort as I was back when I was living in Florida, to be more social, and not just being social to be social, but talking to other people around me to share our passions together and uplift one another. You know, it's the whole fucking point of homie time. That's the way I at least like to look at it. I love having like-minded individuals who show up to this one spot, and we're all just like, you know what? We're just going to forget about life for a minute. We're going to live in this little bubble and not be on our phones and just love life for the next 2-3 hours and just shoot the shit and not worry. You know, there's no responsibility in the gym other than taking care of yourself and making sure that you enjoy every lift that you do, you know? By the time I got to the back squat, I was feeling myself. Because the first couple sets in clean and jerk, I was a little in my head. I was like, the form looks a little weird. Should I be worried about this? It's like, it's always the overthinking, you know? And I got to remind myself every time I try to overthink it that I'm the same lifter I've been. I've stayed consistent. I've stayed disciplined. I've stayed passionate. There's no reason that just because the video looks a little weird compared to what my mental feels like without looking at it, doesn't mean I'm worse. It's just a different view that I hadn't looked at before. And new perspectives are great. Seeing that shit's going to make me more attentive on how much I focus my pull on one side of my body or the other, trying to make my hips land just at the perfect time together, you know? But other than that, I was sitting there, I'm like, I'm always fucking telling people this shit, that you got to go talk to a homie, meet someone, call someone that'll uplift you in the moment so that you can get that motivation back up, you know? Even though I'm always going to do it and I'm always going to be motivated and consistent enough to do the lifts, I don't want to just do it for the sake of consistency. I do it for the consistency that leads to the discipline so that I can remain passionate every fucking day. You know, I love this shit. I don't want to make it an obligation to show up. I want to walk in that door and be like, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, you know? Regardless of the gym, regardless of the equipment, regardless of the lifts I'm doing, I want to love the environment that I put myself in, you know? So I saw a guy, I was like, this guy's fucking grinding his shit out. Impressive. I'm Jake. Let's shoot the shit for the next 30 minutes. Why not? And oh boy, I got to shoot the shit with 2 new people today, and I got to run into a couple of homies that I had met the other day, and I'm like, God damn it, this is starting to feel more and more like home. I think that's a big thing that people don't realize is no matter how much I move and all the new experiences that I want to have, because I'm a bit nomadic. I like going to new places just to meet as many people as I can and have more experiences and just get to live life to the fullest, you know? But it's more like I enjoy having several places that I've been to and being able to look at them and be like, this is what I feel home is meant to be like. You know, it's hard to, like, especially when you leave home, like where you grew up for high school for the first time, when you go to college, whenever you come back after that first year, like the next summer, and you're like, this is home, you know, because that first dorm never feels like home. It just feels like a place you got to go to class, to get fucked up and go party, whatever you're going to do. It doesn't really feel like a home. So I feel like I've gotten better at really embracing the scenarios and the environments that I put myself in, no matter where I am and no matter what new things I have in store, or the relationships that I had to I'm not leaving any relationships behind from Florida, but we can't interact the same way. It's being online is totally different than in person. So it's being able to find those new relationships and realize, wait a minute, I did not peak yet. This is those relationships I went through in Florida were just not in a bad way, but they were my stepping stone into getting to the next point, so that I can meet even better people. And it's not a comparison test, but there's so many people that think that they'll have a relationship with somebody for so many years and then feel like that's the best relationship they'll ever have in their whole life, and there's no room for anyone else in their heart. And God damn it, that just means you haven't talked to enough people. You haven't gone out enough. You haven't hung out with enough homies. Because I'm fucking telling you, there's 8 billion goddamn people on this planet. It is impossible to imagine that one person you had to hang out with during high school was your limit for social ability, So on top of all that, I don't mean to edge you guys off for the whole fucking video, but mentally, 9.3. Loving life today. Really got to turn it around. It's so perfect when I get to the gym and I really want to do better. I had a shitty day last time. I'm trying to get my shit together. I want to do better for my own sake, for my own positivity. I want to meet more people. And then I get in there and I still kind of feel like shit, but I'm like, no, I did this yesterday. I know what the fuck is going to happen if I just stay in my head and eat shit the whole workout. Go talk to someone, because it's my own fault if I'm going to feel like shit for the rest of the workout, because I know exactly what it's going to entail, because I've already gone through it so many times, So anyway, if you're feeling lonely or you feel like the weights are beating you the fuck up a little too hard recently, surround yourself with those people, man. I actually met 3 new people today. Never met them in my whole life. I've never seen them before, and all 3 of them gave me homie vibes like back in Florida, where I just moved from, and I'm like, now it's feeling like home, and I've got about 1 hour's worth of conversation in this relationship, and I'm already feeling like I got these relationships popping back up in my life. I love it, because you never know unless you try to make that one fucking step up of, hey, my name's Jake. You look really impressive today. I just wanted to meet you and see what you were about, And everybody, you got to be a fucking monster to take that shit negatively. Everybody wants to be inspired and uplifted for the shit that they love doing every day. Most people go to the gym just to do it for themselves, and they never expect to get any sort of positivity and reinforcement for it, when we should be going in the gym and be like, God damn it, dude, you are looking thick and strong as fuck today. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Just take it with a grain of salt. This is all my own bullshit I love throwing at you guys. But seriously, there's so many ways you can make yourself feel better that don't have to do with meeting the same standard statistically in the things that you do every day. Whether it's in the gym, at work, a game, anything. If you feel like anything is starting to lose its passion and you're starting to feel obligational toward it and it's feeling like shit, go meet some new fucking people and surround yourself with those who are really going to uplift you with zero expectation and just straight up raw positivity. Oh, had to get that shit off my chest, because yesterday I was not happy. So anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you hanging out. Let me know how the lives and the lifts have been going. I'm always here for it. But I will be back tomorrow. We got some snatches and bench press. So shoulders are going to get burned a little bit, but it's going to feel great. A little bit of a relaxed day away from my core so I can recover. And either way, we're going to be putting in 110 every fucking time. I don't care how shitty I feel. I don't care what I'm going through. I can make the steps possible to surround myself with those that are going to make me feel the way I want to be treated. So that's all I got to say. I appreciate you sticking around. See you tomorrow. Bye.